as we welcome you to Blacksburg. Even in a down year for the Hokies, it is always rocking here at Lane Stadium as Virginia Tech took the field a moment ago. The Hokies trying to play spoiler because everything is on the line for the Hurricanes these last 2 weeks of the season. The Canes must sweep their last 2 games, and they probably have to do so convincingly to make the college football playoff. As we welcome you to ESPN College Football, presented by ServPro. You're watching the ACC on ESPN. It is about as simple as it gets for the Canes. If they win, they are still alive for the 12-team college football playoff. If they lose, their hopes are off to Never Never Land. We will see what happens, and we'll kick it off in a moment. Bob Wischusen here with Lewis Riddick. Chris Budden is with us as well. And Lewis, the table is as clearly set as it could be for UM.
Yeah, I think for them, look, it's about winning, and it's about winning impressively. And I think, look, Mario Cristobal really gave us some insight. He let us in on kind of some of the messaging that he used with his coaching staff. And he said, hey, look, if we want this football team to cut it loose, we as coaches have to cut it loose, meaning we have to set the table for them. And I think you're going to see that here today. You're going to see a team that's going to play fast. They're going to play free. They're going to push the ball down the field offensively. You already know they have one of the best defenses in the country with 2 of the most absolute game-wrecking defensive ends that we see in college football. So I think altogether, they understand what they're up against here, Bob. They understand that style points matter in this football game, and they're going to need to put on a show here today.
And they've got the horses to do it.
There's no question about it. I mean, the 2 guys on your screen, offensively, Malachi Toney, one of the most dynamic freshmen in all of college football. He is not just a receiving threat. He's a former high school quarterback now, so you have to really account for him as a dual threat. And Ruben Bain Jr., I mean, what more can you say about him along with his running mate, Akeem Mesidor? These guys are quintessential pro prospects that are built low to the ground, tons of power. They're coached by the Hall of Famer, Jason Taylor, who I watched him warm up these guys down on the field. They are ready to go. This is going to be a fun matchup to watch for the next 3 hours.
In what has also been for Virginia Tech a very strange week, but a week about the future with the hiring of James Franklin, and still this coaching staff and this team with 2 games to play, the Hokies as well.
Yeah, I mean, how uncomfortable of a situation it is for the players, for the coaches, knowing that their futures are just so uncertain as far as what the new staff is going to be looking for when they come in, who's going to be retained, who's going to be walked out the door. But I'll tell you what, you throw on the tape of Virginia Tech over the past couple of weeks, well, really since Phil Montgomery took over, there has been no quit, no let up whatsoever. I don't expect it to look any different here today.
It's a stiff breeze here in Blacksburg, so much so that the ball needs to be held for Kyle Lowe, who will send a deep. Keelan Marion back to receive. And if this gets caught up in the breeze, it might be returnable. No, it's going to end up in the end zone. And Chris Budden, it's been a